What's up everyone, my name is Nick Benedetto, and if you're a college student or even a young adult, I'm going to tell you what you need to do right now to improve your personal finances. So before I let you guys know what you need to be doing right now to improve your overall finances, this is my first video on YouTube, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself just to get a background of where I'm coming from. So right now I'm a recent college grad. I graduated from James Madison University in the summer of 2018, so I've been working for about a year and a half full time right now. I'm a cybersecurity analyst, so I have no finance background, no accounting, business, any of that type of background. I work in IT, so there's nothing there. I want to come from the point of view of someone that has never had any professional business experience, no finance experience, and someone that is a young millennial just like myself, going through life trying to figure out finances and trying to best position myself for the future. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, now I'm going to tell you what you need to do right this second. If you're anywhere ages 18 to 25 and already have not done this, you need to go get a credit card right now. So you might ask, why do you need a credit card? I already have money, I have my summer job, I can pay for things, maybe my parents pay for college or something of that nature. Well, later on in life, you're gonna regret it if you don't get a credit card right now. So you wanna start building credit at a young age. As I said, I think you should get it right as you go into college. So your freshman year, you step onto campus, you should apply for a student credit card. There are a bunch of student credit cards out there. There's Discover has some, Allied, all the banks have student credit cards, and they're actually pretty good for beginners. But what you really need to know is why you need your credit card. So you need that credit card to start building credit, as I said. You don't want to get through all 4 years of college, or you don't want to get, out of college 25, and then you're going to apply for that car loan, or you're going to apply for an apartment and you get denied because you have no credit. Now maybe even you have great spending habits, you don't overspend, you save a bunch of your money, but if you don't have that credit history, apartments, car dealers, insurance, they won't give you loans at good prices, right? So they'll either full out deny you, or they'll give you a really, really bad rate, really high, with really high interest, and that's not good. All right, so now on the screen, I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to sign up for a card. And I'm gonna use Discover as an example because that's what I did when I was a college student, and it worked out great for me, and I'll let you guys know how that went and how that worked out for me and why that benefited me in the future. All right, so we can see we're at discover.com site. So this is their main home site everyone can get to. So we'll go down here. I'm only going to spend a little bit of time on this. I don't want to go too much into detail of these cards. I'll have another video out on one of these Discover student cards more in depth, just so you can see all the benefits you can get and everything that will benefit you from you getting this card. So if we go over here, we can see there's a credit cards tab, and if we scroll over it, you'll see a bunch of things. We can go right down to this student credit cards right here, and you'll immediately see there are two options, it looks like. So we'll go click on the student credit cards tab, and you'll see there are two student credit cards you can actually choose from. There's the student Chrome card and the student cash back card. So you can see just a little snippet, extra rewards at gas stations and restaurants, which is super helpful. And then this one says the card for college and for life. So these cards have different benefits. I personally recommend getting the student Chrome card first because it gives you a little bit more flexibility into earning some points that you can do, but we'll get into that into another video. I'll just scroll down and show you some of the rewards that these cards actually include. So they both include this good grade reward, and that is really cool. Every year, Discover will give you $20 statement credits if your GPA is a 3.0 or higher. So, I mean, you can get up to $80 free in your 4 years at college, or I guess right here I see it says 5 years. So if you're at college for 5 years, you get a 3.0 GPA every single year. That's a free $100 just for owning the card, right? So you can also see some different things, cashback match, that's kind of an intro bonus when you sign up for the card. However much you spend on the card and however much percent back you get on that card, Discover will actually match it. So say you spend $1,000 and you're getting $10 cash back because everything's 1% cash back. They'll match it and give you another $10. So they'll basically double it for free. You can see low intro rates. That doesn't really matter in my case because I don't think you should ever keep a balance on your card. You should always pay for it in full every month, and I'll get talking about that later in the video. They also have monitoring purchases, US-based customer service, and also seeing your credit score for free. Sorry about that. And that's actually really helpful to see, is your score going up? Is it going down? What can you do to actually increase that score? All right, so now that we've seen some of Discover's offerings, I'm just gonna go on Google and just search student credit cards and see what pops up. I just want to give you guys some alternatives to Discover because there are so many student credit cards out there. It's kind of crazy how many you can choose from. So I'm actually on NerdWallet right now, and you guys won't be able to see this. I'm not screen recording right now. I'm just going to list them off for you if you want to go do your own research on different cards. But their pick for simplicity and value is actually the Discover It Student Chrome card, the one I just went over with you guys. Some other ones they have are Capital One Journey Student Card, Citi Rewards Plus Student Card, State Farm, Capital One, you name it. Every company has a student card, and all of them have similar rewards to the Discover cards, right? So you should choose one that has, some rewards, but I recommend not getting a card that you actually have to put a deposit down on, meaning, you have to put $200 down and show you can make on-time payments, and they'll give you your money back. But it's just good that a lot of these student cards give you it with no deposit down whatsoever, which is super nice, and that's something you should aim for because, that's $200 less you might have to spend, right? All right, so say you went to Discover, you went on, ordered or applied for the Discover It Chrome student card, and you got it. You have the card in the mail. Now what should you do, right? So usually when you get these cards, these student cards will not have a high credit limit. So I think, for example, when I got my first student credit card, it came with a limit of $500. So that means on that card, I can only put a balance of $500 on, and once I hit that $500, I can't spend any more money. So ideally, you want to get that spending ratio down, so you never want to actually use that full $500. You want to aim for actually around less than 5%. You can do less than 10% on a card that has a $500 limit, right? So if you're doing set a 10% limit, say, on your spending per your actual credit rate, so your credit line, that would be $50 for 10% of 500. So that'll give you a good rate to start out with, and your rate is actually pretty important in determining your credit score. So there are many factors that can determine your credit score, and I'll actually go into that in another video as well. But that is something you need to research and make sure you know how your credit score is actually being factored and how it's being evaluated, because these credit card companies will come out and score you and rank you. And the higher your ranks are, the better credit you can get in the future, which is the whole point of having this student card in the beginning, in the first place. So that's good. And something I wish I did during college, so I got my first credit card, my Discover It Chrome card, my freshman year of college. And I actually didn't get a single credit card besides that for another, I think it was six years, I think. So I got mine in fall of 2014, and I actually just got my second card recently at the end of 2019. So it's almost 6 years, and I wish I got another card because you can actually start increasing your credit greatly by doing that. You have increased spending limits, so it makes your credit utilization a bit lower. 2 cards is 2 accounts, and that also factors in the amount of credit accounts you have, whether it be loans, credit cards, etc. So that is another thing I wish I did that I do recommend you doing. So I think you should have your first card for about a year, and then if you have good credit, you're paying in full on time every month, apply for a second card. Apply for a non-student card that actually gives you more benefits, maybe a travel card if you like traveling. But I can get into that in another video as well, go over all the different cards that you could possibly get. So that's about it for the student credit cards. To end this video, basically I'm gonna recap. You should get a credit card if you don't already have one to build that credit. I would research all the student credit cards, see which one works the best for you. So, you can get that card, start spending on it, start building your credit, and it'll set you up for the future. It'll make it way easier to get car loans, way easier to apply for apartments, and all of that. It'll make it so much easier on you. So as a reminder, as this is my first video, there is only one subscriber right now at this point. So if you could go down below, click the subscribe button, click the like button, and have a good day.